Hello, dude and dudettes, and welcome to this Fallout 76 game that some people have been hyping about, me being one of them. Not for a reason one may or may not think, but I do kind of like the Fallout series. I like the world that it's in, and I like just the world it was in, right? And with it being an MMO, I was expecting a lot more than what I actually got from this game. So let's start with some basic things. How is the game worth the price? No, absolutely not. As I go along the points that I find, you decide for yourself if it's worth the price tag that's been attached. It's more expensive than a normal AAA game. It's a $80 game. $80. Now, I will go over the reasons why this game may be good. The pros and cons, actually, the game features. So the first thing that when I started out the game, the starting area was very interesting. Very. The character customization, it's pretty decent as well. It's doable. There's some templates you can choose from, and then from the templates you can also adjust your face, how you want your cheeks to protrude, it's a lot of character customization. They've done very well on that. A lot more presets, a lot more things you could manage. You can even manage the hair length, I believe. I don't actually remember. I did spend some time. I was distracted by the other people that were in there with me.
Yeah.
Why the hell is there voice chat and character creation?
Dude, I don't know. That's one of the things when I was looking on the Reddit, that's what they were telling me, and I was laughing my ass off because I already knew this was going to happen. I was going to customize my tune, and I'd be hearing people going, "What the fuck?" in the background.
Well, surprisingly, it's only you and I right now, so that's interesting.
Well, yeah, from what I heard, like when this game first launched, it was like an orgy of voices at the beginning.
Great, excellent. I was already debating on that when I was in the settings. Oh, voice chat, automatic or push to talk? So, being an MMO, there has to be online interaction, but the problem is that it's pretty much a one-way thing. What I mean by a one-way thing, your voice chat options, you have either none, which totally silence all voice chats, including if someone else wants to talk to you, which is normal, right? Then you have area, which is a voice chat to people in an area around you. It's not pretty far. It's about like 50 meters out, I believe. And then there's team chat, which only, as you expect, chat within the team and silences everything else. So when everyone starts, everyone plays. I was in this character customization, and suddenly, oh look, I have a friendly friend here who's in character customization with me, chatting with me. Pretty interesting. Apparently when the game first started, I didn't start when the game first released on the first hour. It was just like a huge mess of people just screaming at each other. It's pretty interesting. But the thing is, like I said, this is only a one-way thing. If you don't turn on the voice chat, it's complete silence. It's just pretty much a single player game. And that's what this pretty much is. Fallout 76, actually I should ask this question in the beginning. Should I get Fallout 76, right? Well, did you like Fallout 4? Pretty much the exact same game. Fallout 76 is literally Fallout 4 turned into MMO. So I think with just that, pretty much everyone would get what the hell this game is pretty much about. Except there's some changes that may or may not benefit to this game. The interesting starting area, like I said, is very interesting. Everyone starts out with their own cubicle. The world is limited to, I believe, 24 players at any moment. So, and the world's not that massive, but due to how it is, chances of you actually interacting with other people is quite low. Amongst the changes that they did is the base building. Now the base building in Fallout 4 had a lot of options, but it was limited to a single area, your base, or some other bases, right, that you pick. Now you have something called camp, which you can just set down and start building up your house, which is a very nice concept. Build wherever you want, right? And the thing is, though, it doesn't offer you're always traveling. You're always traveling, and the only place you can set up your camp is out in the wilderness, away from the city. Makes sense. Doesn't want the developers don't want you messing up the city, blocking entrances or something from other players. I can understand that, but since you're always traveling and the ability to maneuver your camp is also limited as well. For instance, you built the base. You literally built a nice little house in this middle of nowhere, but then you had to move. You had to rebuild that entire thing again. Sure, they store up all the parts and the entire blueprint, but elevation, you also had to mind about the elevation, topography, everything into when you relocate, and it's just not that ideal. It's an option. It's a nice option. You have your mobile base wherever you go, and that's really. But the amount of players that there are, your base if essentially amounts to nothing. They talk about in the game and some features is like when you build your base, find people that you are friendly with, that you know can watch your back, and build a base together, build up a town. That's what this game is. Fallout 76 Reclamation Day. You reclaim the earth, but there's no people. The players are all scattered. The voice chat's not unified. There's no in-game chat. You can't type to talk to people, so you already lost some interaction there. And to further this lack of interaction is the world itself. There are no human NPCs, at least to the point where I am right now. I cannot find a single human NPC that's alive. Every one of them are dead. In fact, the game story starts you chasing the overseer of Fallout 70 of Shelter 76. You're chasing through her steps, but every single time you reach there, it's like, oh, she's already gone. The whole place is the place that she went to had survivors, but when you get there, they're already dead. How? Ooh, I know I was drunk. That's the whole point of the story. The beginning was that you got drunk in the party. Everyone's already left. You're behind, and you're just following the footsteps. But every single time you reach to the next location or any human settlement that was a settlement, they're all dead, including human raiders. They're all dead. The only thing that's left alive are the monsters, super mutants, and whatever else enemies you can think of that was in Fallout 4. So what this entails is a giant career quest. Everybody hates career quests, right? I do. I hate them a lot. So it says Career Quest 2.0. Not only do you have to go search and deliver a whole mess of stuff, then doing it's just every single quest I've done so far in the game is go here, search for human population, go there, search for human population, go here, search for clues about some things, go here, investigate about human. Every single quest, every single place that I've been to, it's exactly the same thing. Go here, search. There's nothing to really look for. It's like, maybe the goal of the game, reclamation. There's nothing to reclaim. There's no humans, no player interaction, nothing at all. The NPCs, the whole point of the quest is maybe you want to find some people to help reclaim with. They're gone. They're all dead. The raiders are dead too. You can't even talk with them. There's a whole bunch of skeletons you can maybe talk to in your time. In fact, like I said, this is essentially Fallout 76. Everything is the same. The building designs, everything. This is absolutely ridiculous, including the weapons. This is a personal gripe. The weapons, everything is exactly the same. 20 years after the nuclear bombs, and the most predominant weapons are still pipe weapons and the basic hunting rifle. Everything is the same. It just feels like it's such a huge clash of lore. Or maybe it's just Fallout 4 that was having that problem, that despite being 200 some years afterwards, there's still no advancement in the weapon technology, and the 10mm pistol and submachine gun are still the most modernized weapon that they have. Everything is exactly the same as Fallout 4, downgraded. The one good thing I have to say about this game is the little stories and the exploration. For that, they done decently well. When I ever went to a new place, I do kind of want to go explore and search around the town or search around the place and see what kind of story can find. But of course, all the NPCs are gone, dead, whether nobody cares, right? The side stories are every single human voice that you will hear. All the side stories will be from holotapes and computers and the terminals, but everything is holotapes. You'll just see the dead body or holotapes doing around, and that's where you get your story from. I guess it's doable. We don't really care about NPCs. I mean, all games, when you think about it, you just get the story from any type of source, and that's fine. But this is just kind of weird, I guess. All your trading, all your vendors are Protectrons. I think that's the same thing as Fallout 4, so I can't really say much about that as well. But there's no humans, there's nothing, and it's just absolutely ridiculous in some ways. Since this is a Fallout 4 literal ripoff using the same exact game engine, there's one thing you're gonna expect as well. Loading screens. Yep, you'll be experiencing a lot of loading screens. Well, not a lot, but every single time you enter one of these instance building, expect a loading screen. Quick travel, loading screen. I mean, I guess every other MMO games have loading screens with quick travel, but come on, man. They had an opportunity to recreate, to make a more beautiful Fallout game, and except that what they just basically done is just copy paste every single asset in Fallout 4 and put it into this game, slap the MMORPG tag onto it, and expect it to do well. It's not doing well. Well, it's doing well, but the reviews are absolute shit. What the reviews are is exactly what this game is. You have your haters who's like me, who's kind of like me, absolute disappointment of the game. There's no real content. There's actually no end goal to look for for my case. What am I actually doing? I don't know. I'm supposed to reclaim, but there's nothing to reclaim. Okay, I'm gonna look for people or the overseer. Still haven't found her yet. I'm still following traces. Most likely at the end of it all, I'll find her dead. Your power armor. Usually you get your power armor made from the Legion of Steel, right? No, I didn't. What I found is just like, it's just sitting right there. And then it is registered to me. And then I got it. And now I'm off to look for parts and armor for my power armor. In fact, every single power core I found thus far are all half charged. I don't even know how to charge these power cores. Most likely once I run out of them, there has to be some way in the future, but at this point in time, I just can't bring myself to play this game anymore. It's just absolutely mind-bogglingly boring. Sure, the story, the little stories in there, it's still very compelling to go read and explore, but that's about it. The gunplay is, in fact, the gunplay feels even worse. The AI is actually even stupider than it was Fallout 4. Except for Mole Rats, they still home in on you when they have like this wall hack crap, aimbot. But for all the other enemies, the humanoids, they're actually stupid. You can just snipe them from, let's say, 5 meters away. Sniper rifle, very loud, not a suppressed rifle. They're like, Frank, what happened to you? Frank! It's like, I'm literally, a lot of cases, the enemy is looking at me, I'm just crouching. I only have like what, 2 or 3 points into agility. It's not a very high stat for sneaking, and they still don't see me. It's like they taken the code from Oblivion and slapped it into there as well. Now you got incredible level of sneak. Well, go figure, right? In this game, you pretty much need only 2 weapons. The sniper rifle, or a hunting rifle, right? And a shotgun. You snipe every single enemy from far, and then shotgun the rest. It's that simple, right? Gunplay has really downgraded a lot. The NPCs, at the very beginning, you might have some trouble shooting and everything. VATS is one thing. So VATS previously time slows to literally a crawl, or maybe even stops all entirely while you decide to where you want to shoot. Right now it's real time. It's pretty much aimbot for anyone who can't properly aim, but with mouse and keyboard control, I highly doubt people will have that much trouble. But you can just press Q and just aimbot your way. Although you still gotta point your screen into a general direction to actually hit. The world is crafted pretty wonderfully. It still has diversity. It's still Fallout, okay? The world is still Fallout. There's still story. You're exploring. You learn about what happened to the people. You learn all those things. But it's just not what I quite expected when I was going into this game. I was expecting teaming up with other players, dealing with big monsters. That probably will be a thing further down the game, but right now, there's no such thing. There's just like no end goal. What was the whole point of the MMO? There's no... In fact, it's not even an MMO, because you only got 24 players at any given moment. It's not a massive multiplayer online experience. It's just an online experience. That's exactly what it is. It's not a massive experience. It's just an online mode with 23 other potential players that you may or may not team up with. There's nothing about it, okay? There's nothing interesting about this game except for the story. Well, not the main story, because that's just lacking. The little side stories, as you learn about what happened to the survivors after the nukes dropped and how they survived. But the thing is, they all died, so it doesn't really matter what you learn, because in the end, you know they're all dead. Overall, Fallout 76 is exactly what you would expect from it, from any single player game turned to online game. Thankfully, Elder Scrolls Online did fix up their mess, but Fallout 76 is a whole different story. It's literally a single player experience that you just throw online. That's all it is. The enemies are massively easy. In fact, they're a bit too easy. Once you get your hunting rifle, attach a scope onto it, sneak, or you can pretty much one-shot anything. And if you don't, just headshot them, you definitely kill them all. Except for maybe robots, considering they don't have a really easy weak spot for you to exploit. But I guess once you attach the attachment for armor penetration, that completely changes a lot of things. Fallout 76 is not worth the price. It's pretty much Fallout 4. I'd rather them just say, oh, we have a new DLC for Fallout 4. You pay $20 or $30 to slap it onto Fallout 4. This is just absolutely atrocious. It gave me a decent experience for what it was. I did have an okay experience as I play along. There are still some funny bits. It's Fallout, right? There still has to be some comedy bits. I even found a funny bug. I don't know what happened to I don't know what happened to this monster, but he was not having a good day. And I also found an alien reference here, so that's pretty nice, I guess. I cannot recommend this game to anybody at all. I told all my friends to steer clear away from this game. this game is just not worth it for what it's giving us. They give you the power armor pretty early on too. If you just run straight through the game, ignoring like all the little side quests that I've done, I don't even know what's the main story quest. They don't even tell you what's the main story quest. In fact, originally it might be following the Overseer, but that main story part just instantly cuts off almost instantaneously. So then you go around, look at the human settlers to find the groups, right? So eventually you'll find the Firebreather group and then you join them. And near the end, about just 30 minutes worth of playtime, you'll get your power armor. If you follow a simple guide, I believe, from the very start, you leave the vault all the way to getting your power armor. It takes roughly just 3 to 4 hours, maybe more or less, depending on how you travel, right, or what you're doing in between. But if you're trying to go for nearly a straight route, it's 3 to 4 hours. It's about the same time as in Fallout 4. You get your power armor really early on too. But the difference in Fallout 4 is that you get a full suit with the armor, but in this game, 76, you just get this exoskeleton. Who the hell, man? You don't even get a power core with it. And it's just plus 10 weight in your freaking inventory. I just dumped that stupid thing into my storage almost instantaneously, but I did bring it around with me just because, why not? It's extra strength. Power armor does give you extra strength, so I can carry more stuff, so why not, right? Overall, pretty much a disappointment of game from Bethesda. You better not fuck up Elder Scrolls Blades or Elder Scrolls 6, Bethesda. This is not what you should have been doing. This is something that you had chance to make good. Potential. And you wasted it by just straight up copying it from a single player experience and turning it into just an online experience. This is not what we were expecting. Well, maybe a lot of people already expected it from the kind of bullshit, but for us, massive disappointment. It's just, there are better games to play. In fact, I might even say this, Overkill's Walking Dead is better than this. Yeah, I said it. Overkill's Walking Dead, that piece of shit of a game, is better than this crap. Anyways, like if you like this, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all on the next video. If you actually like this game, Fallout 76, please tell me why you like it. And tell me the parts that you don't like. I might have not covered it all here, but I've played this game for maybe over a little bit over 20 hours, so I'm not too deep into this game. I don't know what's in the end game, but I expect it all to be the same thing. Those people that can actually reach to like level 50 and 70s, they had the dedication to love Fallout 76 for what it's worth. I cannot. And I cannot get a refund. I already went past a lot of time. Great. Excellent. Bye.